always hear from a lot of mostly new investors that haven't been doing it. I'm just building my crew. Okay. You know, once you just get your Spice Girls all lined up, you're going to lose them because, you know, while it's ideal to build your crew, it doesn't last. You know, again, everybody has a shelf life. So the way that we've seen it, and we've done a lot of renovations, we've done a lot of projects, is we've come to a determination of saying, all right, what we need to do is we need to hire a project manager that works for us. He's our employee, right? So he gets a salary, he gets paid. His job is to do what John is doing. And he's gonna need to get licensed, be a licensed GC, everything, but his job is to manage the projects, make sure everything's getting done. He needs to have experience in construction, all of that. They need to be on our team, on our payroll, you know? So then that way they're our employee and they do what we say. But trying to partner and work and all that, it doesn't work. It does not work. You know, and we've tried it so many times because nothing would have been easier to have one good GC that can handle everything and you just partner up and you haul ass. That's what we've tried to do since day one, always. They're like, man, if you can handle the projects, we'll feed them to you all day long.
You basically need somebody that, I mean, it's almost say wavelength that, you know what, you know the direction we're going.
The issue,
come along with us.
Yeah, the problem is that somebody that's on the same wavelength is that you don't know what problems they can come across financially, life-wise, all these things. Because we've had great guys that all of a sudden life happens to them and they're no longer great guys, right? And it's like, you can't anticipate it, you can't predict it, it just happens, right? So it's those things that you just can't bet on, you can't, you know, count on. So hiring somebody that has to show up to work and they get a paycheck and they know they can count on it every month, they have that paycheck, and, you know, we're thinking maybe a compensation of like a profit, you know, split of if you can keep it under, you know, this price point, or if you can increase the profits that we're making by managing the rehab correctly, you'll get a percentage of the profit, you know, incentivizing them to make sure to always do a good job and everything. But even still, a decision that we made recently was we are not taking on any projects that are pretty much 45 grand and up, or any like major renovations, just because it's not something that we can scale, because he needs to be at the project at all times. And then something like that, it's just, you're always going to be at a certain amount of projects. So we do more quicker renovations, things that we're not moving walls, we're not doing additions, we're not doing anything. So it's easier to find the labor pool, because now you don't require somebody with so much experience or so much knowledge. You're doing mostly, you know, simple stuff that many people have done many times, right? And you just require a little management. And then the management of it, he can do, I mean, we've been up to like, what, 7 projects at once? Mm-hmm. So you can manage a lot of projects, have more in the pipeline. It's just easier. It's better. You can, and that's our preference. You have other people that they don't mind doing 1 flip, 2 at a time, because they'll go for that big paycheck and they'll spend the time there. But yeah, it's just one of those things that's like, when it comes time to contractors, is it open? Hey,
how's it going?
Did you walk here? Got the bum leg, man. But yeah, when it comes to the contractors and everything, he became licensed just so we can keep control and not have to rely on a contractor in case, you know, things like this. And we do want to do more new construction because we like the process of this, and we see that, you know, inventory is so low. And new builds, they sell like hotcakes. We listed this on Thursday, and Monday we had like 2 over-ask offers, you know, and
330.
Wow. Yeah, no, you know, we're talking outside, and he's like, how much do you think it is? I'm like, close to like 295. And you price it a little bit under the market, and then it's like, yeah, then they just drive it right up. And, well,
yeah,
you sell it.
Yep. And what's funny, I think I said it at the last property tour, but like we had, on this one, you want to explain that offer from Keller Williams? with
Oh.
the 5 extra.
Yeah, basically they created a new addendum to further these multiple offer situations to say that's like, hey, I'm offering 300, but if you, in the event that you get a multiple offer, we will beat their offer by $5,000 up to 345,000. And I was like, and then we got another offer at 330, so their offer jumped them up another 35 grand automatically.
And that's
So,
what we joke about, but I'm sure people are going to do it. I was like, what's to stop somebody from saying, hey, how about you submit an offer for 340? Because they're willing to go up to 345. So if you submit an offer for 340, then we'll get them for 345, right? It's like nothing stopping anybody from doing that. Aside that's, in our opinion, it's unethical and you're a douchebag, but at the end of the day, you know, it's your decision. We obviously,
I was gonna say subject to appraisal.
yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah, well, they waived their appraisal
yeah.
fully, so it doesn't really matter what it appraised for. It says as long as they were putting like 150 grand down. So as long as it appraised for what the loan balance is, which is like 185, like it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be well over 185. So they're not going anywhere.